This is Mountain Health Minutes brought to you by the Tahoe Forest Health System. I'm Ted Owens, your host, and my guest today is Chief Medical Officer Dr. Brian Evans. Dr. Evans, thanks so much for making time.
Thank you for having me, Ted.
Let's talk a little bit about mental health, Dr. Evans. In particular, this can be a concern around the holidays, during the winter months. How is that different than, say, the rest of the year?
Well, during the winter, there are some things going on that make mental health issues sometimes more impactful for people. And so we want to make sure that we're aware of that and take some precautions around the holidays, as well as just the winter months that are darker and colder. So a couple things, especially with regards to the holidays and all the expectations that come along with that. I really recommend that people think about making realistic expectations for themselves. There's all this pressure to have this kind of a Instagram perfect holiday with everything decorated perfectly, and you're sort of projecting how perfect life is. And I think that that's a little bit dangerous for us. I think we need to be realistic, really embrace just good moments with family members and friends, and seize the holiday for what it was meant to be, rather than worrying about what people think about us. Also, making sure we set some boundaries around the things we agree to. A lot of us get a number of invitations to parties and things, and it can be pretty exhausting doing every single thing that people expect you to do. And it's okay to say no to some of these invitations and to say, you know what, I'm just going to spend some quiet time with family or just home. Downtime for yourself, it's absolutely acceptable. I'll even write your prescription for you if you need that, Ted. I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
And then not overextending financially. A lot of people overextend financially around the holidays, and that's something to avoid. Besides all of that, it's a darker period of the year. We get less sunlight, and that can affect our mood significantly. So making sure you get enough sunlight is really important.
Dr. Evans, in our last minute here, if somebody recognizes within themselves or in a loved one that there might be some issues regarding mental health, what resources does the Tahoe Forest Health System have that they can tap into?
We have a whole behavioral health department, and we certainly have primary care providers that are very well in tune to the things we see, including depression and anxiety this time of year. And so I would really encourage everyone who's struggling with those kinds of issues to talk to their doctor, talk to the provider, see a therapist. We have lots of great resources available. Certainly, if somebody is thinking about suicide, they should absolutely call the suicide hotline at 988. And really just take great care of yourself this winter season, and stay in tune with your provider and your family.
Well, thank you very much. We've been talking with Chief Medical Officer of the Tahoe Forest Health System, Dr. Brian Evans. This is Mountain Health Minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in and listening.